Hello everyone, this is Rachelle. Today I want to bring you guys a super quick video, and this video is going to be a borderline style video. It's about someone who has concerns about starting over after 30, okay, and what should they do, how should they go about it, and was wondering about my input and whether I had done the same. I have. I do have input. You have written into the right person. Hopefully this will help them and help you as well. Anyone else who's having issues with this. A lot of us are like that, especially at 30. I don't know who made the deal that 30 is the mile marker. 30 is the age that means you're supposed to be doing everything. Like 30, you're just learning the rules. So it's not too old. It's not too old to start anything. You are young still. You look how much more life you have to go. I'll be 40. I said I'll be 41 next month. Shout out to the Virgos. I'll be 41 next month. I'm still trying stuff. Okay, I just got this apartment, this little studio situation here. This is a risk. I'm trying stuff to keep going. So you got 10 more years to catch up with me. So you already have figured out that it's not this, okay, whatever you've been doing. By the way, guys, I'm going to summarize his letter he wrote in. It was a little bit lengthy, and basically what it is he has a teaching background. He's been teaching for about 10 years, and actually he just finished a master's in something in the teaching concentration or education concentration, basically because he's kind of falling back a little bit on it. He wants to be a voice actor. He's not willing yet to move to New York or LA, but he does have a talent agent already, which he is doing better than me. I've been looking for a talent agent or a manager, someone to help me. And the point is, he's already got that, and he understands that there's some work in Austin, but he's not quite going to move there yet because it's just not enough work for him to move, because it's like gaming, voiceover acting stuff like that. And like I said, he's concerned. He wants to pursue voice acting. He really thinks that's what he's here for. He didn't quite say that, but he really feels strongly about pursuing that, but he's a little bit apprehensive about switching over for something that's secure, like education, and he's got his master's now. And what should he do? He thinks he's too old, okay? So yeah, like I said, you're not too old, okay? You're nowhere near too old. This is great. This is great that you have heard the call. A lot of us have the call. We all have something in us, but we don't act on it, or it's just the rules of society tells us we're supposed to be doing A, B, C, and D, so we just keep suppressing it. We never even, and sometimes we even forget about it. At least it's there. You heard it. You are able. You obviously are intelligent. You got your master's. You're able to put together plans. Okay, you can do this. There's nothing that should be stopping you from trying this, in my opinion. Okay, you heard the call. It is your duty to fulfill it. Okay, and what I suggest that you do, in my opinion, you asked me. Here's the thing. When you take risks like that, or something like what you're talking about, like switching careers and stuff like that, and it's totally different, I feel like you almost have to forget that you have the degree. You have to, I know that's hard, you work so hard at that, but it's great that you're educated. That's going to help you definitely further on. But as long as you always think in your mind that this is something that I can fall back on, if just in case, you will always think that way, and you'll never put 100% of all your energy into the thing that you want to do. So you kind of gotta fake yourself out about the degree. Act like you have nothing, and just go and pursue. Like you have to just immerse yourself in everything that is voice acting or whatever it is for everyone else. Okay, that's what you have to do. Like that's what I did. I told you guys, you don't know, but I was in IT. I was an IT analyst, did it for like 8 years, and then like a situation came up where they were switching the service side to another company. They were like contracting it out, and I would get severance, 2 months severance. I was going to get my all my vacation. It was like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars I would have, and I could still work for the other company. Okay, everybody left. I'm sorry, no. Everybody stayed. I'm the only one who left. I was like, wait a minute, I can have this, wait a minute. So that's about this. Let me do some math, let me budget. Oh, that's enough for this, okay, bye. And I left. Everybody thought I was crazy. Girl, that's a job with benefits. Well, this is you make this much. I was making, like, I was in my 20s, I was making like $80,000. Now, some people would say that's successful, and okay, fine, but guess what? It wasn't what I knew I was supposed to be doing. Just like it ain't teaching. It's not teaching. It wasn't that. I enjoyed it, but I knew I was supposed to do more. It was just like a stepping stone. It's kind of like my little training wheels, okay? I felt like there was more for me to do. And I did it. I went ahead and I planned, and I started becoming a web designer. I did all that by myself. I had my own office and everything. Here's a pitfall to that. I just want to make sure that I say this though. And it might not be that for you, but I want to, you know, tell you everything that happened. I did soon realize that I didn't enjoy web designing for money. I didn't like being creative on the spot for money. I like creating, but I didn't like doing it like that. So that, you know, I just want to say sometimes it's not what it's cracked up to be, but I'm so glad I did it because it opened my mind up to other things that I could do without having someone to answer to. I haven't worked in I don't know how long. Okay, so it's your duty. You have to pursue, like I said, even if it turns out that it's not that, it will lead you to something else. It could possibly lead you to something else that maybe you didn't even think about. It's even better, even greater. So yeah, you have to act, and like I said, you can't be, let's talk about another video, being comfortable can be a problem sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get uncomfortable. You might just have to jump. Just go. Let's just try, just leap. And see, because that's who wants to fall, right? You're gonna do everything you can. You're gonna put forth everything you have to succeed, right? So, I mean, don't give up and don't let it go, man. If it's there and you feel and you know there's something you're supposed to do, you really believe in yourself, and you gotta surround yourself with the right energy and have people around you who are supportive of you. There can be people to call you crazy and all this kind of stuff, and that's just ridiculous. Why would you waste this money on education, blah, 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 and you're not even gonna do it? Who cares? Just let them do what they want to do with their life. Okay, you got all this, you have 10 more years, 20 more years, 30 more years to go to live. Who wants to continue on with that, knowing this is not what I'm supposed to do? Be on a deathbed knowing I never really tried that because it didn't make sense that I had went to college or graduated, have a master's, and I didn't utilize. You know how many people have degrees and don't utilize it? It's not about that. It's about doing what's inside of you. So I feel like I'm talking fast, but you can do it. You can do it. Don't pigeonhole yourself, okay? You are ahead of the game. You're 30. You already have an agent and ready to rock. You can do this. I wrote down a couple things, a couple ideas that I had for you. If you want to just kind of get your feet wet with it, why don't, this way you can kind of utilize both worlds. If this is something you're interested in, have you ever thought of like teaching voice acting? You see? Maybe you could do something like that. Okay, have you ever, you were talking about Indeed.com and working through your agent, which is great. But you know, just in between time, even for free, sometimes I did that in the beginning. When I was doing web design, I did a couple of free sites. You're gonna have to just get out there just so I can meet people, you know, get the connects going. Have you ever thought about, like, you know, networking on YouTube, finding gaming people who, you know, program games, or people who do skits and stuff and just doing voiceovers and contact them, network, like get around the right energy, get around the people that are doing the stuff you're doing. People like me. Oh, I'm not, no. People like me, or people like, you know, your mom, your sister, you know, they're not gonna be able to. It's a different energy. It's a different thing. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I was around YouTubers once in my whole life, and I was like, whoa, this is different. And it was awesome. I was like, you know, because it was just me, you know, as a mom in the house, in my room, trying to make videos and, you know, getting my energy up every time I click the camera on. But when you're around that energy, oh my gosh. It's incredible. So surround yourself with people like that. Link up, get on forums, websites, all that kind of stuff. Start and immerse yourself as much as you can. And even if you don't think you're good enough, because I don't know when you're ever going to be good enough. This is the thing. This was my gauge, kind of sort of like when I was a web designer. What I would do, get it going there. What I would do is I would like take pictures of designers' work, other designers' work, and sites and stuff that I thought was really, really good, and I just try to replicate it. I just do that, and then I just started doing that to people that were just average. And when I found out that I was better than average, you know, from what I was seeing, I was good, you know. And this is the thing that I want to tell you this too, because I'm telling you, I had no training. I just trained myself. It was when I finally got a job. Not finally, I never wanted one, but I had to move. I moved to North Carolina, and I had to get a job to buy my house, and I was just gonna get the job and quit and then do what I had, you know what I mean? It was kind of like that. But I had to get a job, and this was my first time being a designer, you know, professional, like for a business, you know, whatever. And at the time, like North Carolina, you know, the pay is a little low here. From what I was seeing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is about $20,000 decrease. You know, so when I got there, I said, okay, I want, they were like, okay, what's your salary? And I said, well, you know, 50 is fine, 50,000 a year. And she looked at me, and she looked at my portfolio and my resume, and she said, can I ask you something? And I said, yeah. She said, why is this so low? All I did was immerse myself in this stuff and push myself. That's all I did. You're gonna do the same thing. And I told her why, and of course I already said it. I can't say, oh no. Wish I would've. But anyway, it's okay. I quit it when I was done. It was fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you can be. Okay, just keep going. You can do it. Also, I want to let you know too, sometimes I don't know sometimes it's just about feeding the thing that's in you. Okay, not always about money. I know we need money to live, but like you said, there are other ways to make money, or you could just live off this salary or this way of life, but be happy. There is nothing like, I know some people are like, no, give me the money. No, give me happiness. Because I'm telling you, ever since, I've had this feeling before, but I lost it a little bit. But ever since I booked this place, or I rented this studio, my little studio place, I wake up every morning, guys. I'm telling you, you don't know how happy I am, how excited I am about the day. I come here like 8, maybe like 8, between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't leave till 10:30 at night. Happy, doing stuff, creating stuff. I don't know, making sites, making videos, designing jewelry. I do all kinds of stuff here. Like, these are the earrings that I'm making. If you had no idea, I'm getting questions about that. These are the ones that I make. These are gold, and I do have them in silver, just letting you know. But yeah, I'm making different jewelry pieces, just doing everything. There's nothing like this feeling. If I don't go any further than this, to wake up every day and be happy knowing I'm building, I'm pursuing, and I'm trying, and I'm moving towards something I love, that's enough. It doesn't seem like I know, but I'm telling you, do it and see. You'll be like, oh, this is great. So I want that for everybody. Like I said, we all miserable sitting around here doing stuff because somebody said we're supposed to, because this is the way to do it. It's not. You find your own way. You'll be surprised. It's not as difficult as you think it is. I mean, it requires a level of discipline, and yeah, all of that. Okay, yeah, definitely. But I'm just saying, you could do it, and anybody else can do it. I know I just went off on a tangent, but is that all I want to tell you? Let me see. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, this is one more thing I want to tell you. There will be chicken and rice days. Okay, what do I mean by that? I've had those days, those months, where it is a chicken and rice dinner every night. And I'm talking about 5 people, 4 pieces of chicken, a couple scoops of rice. Dinner. You know what I'm saying? It can get tight sometimes too. And that's okay. We know it's all right. Okay, so you're going to have to push through that too. But you can do it. You can make it. If it's in you, you can make it. Just continue on. Excuse me. A couple of months is not trying. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I have to work on that. I see somebody. A couple of months is not enough. I'm talking about a few years. You got a long time to do this. You got a long time to get it right. You're gonna build a resume. Okay, it takes time. Like you said, you're kind of just getting into it, so you're gonna need time to develop. So just consider all of that, but do go forward with your plans. I say that to anyone else in any other industry, whatever else you're trying to do, the same things. Just keep going. Don't give up early. Don't give up at all. Like, keep going. Like, make sure you transition into something, because it was there for a reason. Okay, so that's my advice on that. So go for it, such and such. Good luck to you and to anyone else out there trying to do that. I hope you have enjoyed the content and the advice. As always, when you ask me, you asking like, what, 211,000 people? They don't all watch, but you minimum 9-10,000 maybe. Comment. Okay, let him know what you think he should do. Okay, let him know what you think. And have you ever done this, good or bad? Changing positions, changing jobs and stuff, complete industries after 30. Is 30 old? Your experiences. And if you're in the gaming industry or the voiceover industry, something, some tips and tricks, leave that below too to help him out. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Until then, have a super amazing great day. Okay, bye. It doesn't have to be super perfect is what I'm saying. And it looks more natural. See, and you are done, girl. This is what you do. So hopefully that back look right. Like I said, I couldn't see, but lay it down. Like I said, you don't have to have it low. You can have it at the top. You can have it in the middle. You can have it how you can do the little 2 ponytails. You know how people are doing that, or the top knot. If this is thin up here and you can't get it right, you're trying to do your hair, you can do that and fake it like that, and then have the rest of your hair out. A lot of different ways you can utilize this little ponytail trick.